Good afternoon, YouTube. All right, so today's March 7th, 2025. Today I bought this triple K 10-foot wide 2-rail S-shank cultivator. I have it on my TYM 574. There's another little video going over some of the things I was looking for on this thing. Giving you a little bit of a preview what it can do, how it's doing on my 55 horsepower tractor, and we'll go from there. So as you can tell, I kind of ran down this field a little bit, get you on not such a fisheye view. We'll go over there and kind of look at that here in a second. First impressions, tractor's doing just fine. In medium range, I think I might slow it down to low and see if I can get a little deeper. If not, I may have to go again over this field. But a little history on this little pasture here. Pasture's maybe 2 acres, we'll call it, maybe 2 1/4. And it has not had an animal on it since about, let's see here, late September, early October. So I'm going to say late September. That's when elk season ended. So yeah, late September. So it sat all winter. We're fixing to put a couple head of cows in here maybe. And I'm trying to get some pasture grass in here for horse rotation and some other stuff. Before that, this section of the alfalfa field where, we're building our house. Sorry, it is windy. I'm going to try and help you. That's where our house is, but everywhere around here is alfalfa field. I don't think this ground's been touched with the plow for probably at least 5 or 6 years, as long as we've owned this ground. So, this is the first plow in at least that long. I would venture to say closer to about 8 to 10 years. This gets rock hard in the summer, this ground. But as you can tell, this cultivator is doing pretty good. Now, recent history, we had a pretty dang good rain, about an inch and 1/4, a week or so ago. Since then, it's been dry, and yesterday and today it's been windy. So, the grass is just barely starting to come up, and it's not that great. As you can tell, it's spotty. I got some gopher issues. I think I actually just ran over the home. But I got a buddy coming out here to gopher in a little bit. But I want to till this up. Once it's tilled up, I'm going to set up my sprinkler system if no rain's coming, and I'll probably hit it again. I'm going to seed it, cover it. I'll probably take these harrows off to cover, or I have another attachment I might use. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to irrigate it to get seed and water on there, and then we'll go from there. So long story short, we'll hop in the tractor and I'll show you, and before that we'll get closer to this ground right here. All right, so picking up, let's see here, I'm not sure I get the best scale, but you can see the grooves it's leaving. In the groove, we're about 4 inches down. That's not too bad. On the high part of the groove, like where the tines miss, this is breakable by hand, but you gotta put some man force into it. So it's breaking the soil pretty good. I hope pasture grass can catch in this. I'm definitely gonna go back over it again, at least with the harrow, to try and break up some of these larger clods. But as you can tell, my ground is sandy, so it breaks up fairly good, fairly easy. The stuff with this little bit of vegetation there, it just crumbles. So I think it's doing a dang good job. In 10 feet, man, that's a pretty decent swath from what I'm used to. So as in like a 6-foot brush mower or whatever. 10 foot is nice, very, very nice. I went over it before earlier. This is a 10 foot 2 rail. They do have some that are 10 foot 3 rail or 12 foot 3 rail even. I'm fairly confident this tractor could handle that. I'm very confident if you had a 2 rail 14 foot, it could handle it. A 14 3 rail could be pushing it. I don't know. I've ran it that much, but this 10 foot 2 rail, it's working really good. So let me pull my truck out of the field here. I just filled up, and we'll get plowing. All right, we're back in the old saddle here. Let this thing do its thing. Hopefully the radio doesn't blare at you. There we got fuel. We'll let that bump up again. Like I said, I was running this and I was like, oh, I got 1 bar. It's probably time to go. Now, as you can see here, it goes up and over there a little bit and kind of down this little grade. We're going to see how it does on turns. There's a section over there where it kind of comes to a point, and I'm not going to probably be able to get into that point very easily. So we might kind of cut that point off, and I might have to take that harrow off and back it in there to drag that out. But we'll let this warm up for a little bit and get going. All right, I'm going to keep it in medium range. Crank this thing up to about 18, 2,000, somewhere in there. Okay. And we'll leave it on the down position. Try and get you a better spot. We're doing a whopping 1.9 miles an hour. Got a slight uphill here, and this is kind of where that turbo really helps if you got any uphill. There's also a little bit more moisture over here, so let's see how that goes. There's a little bit more moisture around. Okay, at this point, that post right there is about where I'm gonna, this is that little point that I was telling you about. So, I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna do a little turnaround here. Now that harrow still drags, but I'm absolutely not worried about that. Oh, by the way, I am in 2-wheel drive. I'm gonna get about a tire width off the previous run. Honestly, my first time using this thing, so I'm learning with y'all. Now I'm gonna shut this down into low range. Yeah, low. And try it again. honestly, I think medium range might do a little better. We're going to go down to the end of this run here and kind of do a side-by-side comparison of low range versus medium range. I don't know if this cultivator needs a little bit more speed to work better or what. I mean, I don't think it's working bad, but we might be spinning right there. Let me kick this in 4-wheel drive and going. I have the cruise control on. So right there was pretty wet, and well, no, not pretty wet. Maybe tell a little better. It stopped my tractor, and I think I was just spinning a little bit. So I decided to put it in 4-wheel drive right there. And it pulled right out. Alright, when we get down to this run down here, I will pick y'all back up. Wait one. Alright, so on this side right here, we were in medium range. This is the little bit older stuff. And then over here, we have the low range. And yeah, it's still digging down the same depth. But see, this right here is what I'm trying to get rid of. This alfalfa root. I'm going to have to go deeper than that. I know that. But it's a good start ripping those up. Trying to get those gone. So I don't think it really matters too much. I'm going to try to get a medium. Just because I think it kicks the dirt a little bit better. With that little bit increased speed. From, like, honestly, I was doing 2 miles an hour or 1.9 down to 1.2. So I don't know if that 0.7 of a mile an hour makes a difference, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna finish plowing this up and try and give you all the final product for the day anyways.